Welcome to Black People Love Paramore, a show not about the band Paramore, but about the common and uncommon interests of Black people in order to help the community feel more seen. Please, listen to me, please take a second to write us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can now also comment on Spotify on each episode, so if you have thoughts, leave them there. I'd prefer you give us 5 stars because I like to think that we are 5-star bitches, but hey, that's just me. I don't know. Give what you feel like giving. I am your host, Sequoia, and today joining me to talk about Halloweentown, we have one half of the filmmaking comedy sister duo, co-host of the Fangirl Central podcast, Amanda Miller. Hi, Amanda.
Hello. Hi. I'm so excited about this.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. I'm really excited. I love doing like Disney stuff with you and Amber. Very fun. So yeah, I'm happy that you said yes to doing this.
No, literally, like Disney Channel is like forever. I just can't get away from it.
At all. Y'all posted something on your social media today, and it was like, unfortunately, whatever you hyperfixate on when you're 11 will be around for forever. And accurate. That is precisely how I feel about it.
Absolutely. And I kept like, I had to like list it out in my head because I was going to be like, Hannah Montana, High School Musical, Cheetah Girl, like, but it was too much. So it was, I just like Disney Channel, like Disney Channel forever.
Very much Disney Channel forever felt. Okay, Halloweentown. Let me give a little description of Halloweentown straight from Wikipedia, of course. Halloweentown is a 1998 American fantasy comedy film directed by Dwayne Dunham. The first installment in the Halloweentown series, it stars Debbie Reynolds, Kimberly J. Brown, Joey Zimmerman, and Judith Hoag. It is the 4th Disney Channel original movie. I didn't know that. That's crazy. It centers on Marnie, who learns she's a witch on her 13th Halloween and is transported to Halloweentown, a magical place where ghosts, ghouls, witches, and werewolves live apart from the human world. But she soon finds herself battling wicked warlocks, evil curses, and endless surprises. Amanda, do you remember your first time watching Halloweentown by chance?
I don't think that I remember the like very first time. I feel like it's just one of those Disney Channel movies that was always there because it came out in 1998 and I was born in 96. My sister Amber was born in 98. And so it was just something that was like there, like forever. And it was just reruns every single year on Disney Channel. That and then Halloweentown 2, Halloweentown High, and then I do remember watching Return to Halloweentown because of the whole recasting thing and stuff. But like,
same.
I think I remember when they were advertising the second and third and fourth movie more than I remember watching the first for the very first time. It was just like, I feel like Halloweentown to me was like, I don't know, maybe like Wizard of Oz to my parents, like something that it's just always been around and every Halloween and we watch it, you know, like it's just a classic.
Right. Yeah. No, likewise. I was born in 94 and so it was just, I don't think I was watching Disney Channel quite yet when I was 4. So it was just always there for whenever I did start watching. I think I started watching Disney Channel right around That's So Raven. I don't think I ever turned that channel on before Raven Simone was on there. So what, that was 2001?
Did you ever watch Playhouse Disney? That was 2003.
Oh, okay. I did watch Playhouse Disney.
Raven,
to be fair, yeah, I watched Stanley. Okay. I watched Bear in the Big Blue House. Did I make that up? Out of the Box, all types of shit. I did. So no, you know what? Yes.
I think out of the was Out of the Box on Playhouse Disney. I thought it was on PBS, but I did watch.
It was on Disney. I was not Disney? A PBS kid. Yeah, I didn't watch PBS.
Okay, so it was on Playhouse Disney.
It was on Disney for sure.
Okay, then I also watched that Roly Poly Oly. PB&J Otter.
PB&J. Oh, I love that damn song. The Oodalay song. Yeah, that was good.
Yes, and those kids to me seemed like they were black.
They're black. PB&J are black. Yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
That's a black family. Look at the mom. The mom was always it. It was like the mom looks black to me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I remember going from Playhouse Disney to Disney Channel. Like, and I think that like Halloweentown must have been in the very beginning of me watching Disney Channel for the first time because we would like turn off the TV at like 3 p.m. because Disney, like Playhouse Disney would turn into Disney Channel and we'd be like, oh, that's not for us. I remember the very first time we kept it on to watch Lizzie McGuire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It might have been Lizzie. That was my first. That was really my first show. It might have been Lizzie. And that was like
Yeah.
2001 or like 2000. Yeah.
Yeah, like around, yes, yes. It had already been on when I started watching that. And so it's like that was the like the in to like the DComs. It was like, oh, there's all these movies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This being the fourth one, it like surprises me, but it shouldn't. Obviously, it was made in 1998, and I don't know DComs really go back that far. I think maybe like Don't Look Under the Bed might have been like one of the first ones or one of the very early ones, some shit like that. But yeah, this being the fourth one is like, okay, they really ate with this one to be number 4. They had a formula down for this.
No, for real. It was like so imaginative. Like I can't believe that with the fourth one they came right out the gate with like this huge fantasy world, and I feel like the world building is really really good. Like genuinely
Really
very good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it was a really small budget. Like I was researching for this episode, and they kept just emphasizing that it had a very moderate, modest budget, and so they really did a lot with little resources. I was happy with that.
Right. Yeah, like the costumes, it felt very like I'm maybe that's why it feels so real is because it felt grounded and like believable, just like two steps away from our reality, which is what
Mm-hmm.
Halloweentown is. It's like it's literally our reality, but it's like, oh, they just look different than us. They're just
Mm-hmm.
different creatures, and but they have the same problems, and you know,
Yes. Speaking of the connection with humans, I'm going to say specifically black people in Halloweentown. I feel like black people watched Halloweentown and was like, oh, I can see myself in this, even though it didn't have any black people, because Gwen's reluctance to let Marnie go out on Halloween was very black church folks coded. Them not being able to consume any media with the word magic in it, very black church folks going to Hallelujah night instead of Halloween coded.
I
And I was
felt
like, yeah,
that
black people were watching this like that's me. Yeah.
totally. I completely felt that because there were so I wasn't not allowed to watch anything, you know, but I did have friends that weren't allowed to like read Harry Potter, weren't allowed, didn't sell. My first cousins did not celebrate Halloween. Like they never celebrated Halloween. And
Same.
my dad's birthday is Halloween, and his brother's family didn't celebrate
Oh.
it. And so it was like it was all around me, and like I felt maybe that's why is because like my family was such a Halloween family compared to like other like mega Christian religious anti-witchery, anti-sorcery stuff. And it felt like
mm-hmm.
I don't know, it feels like a stand-in for like being the weird kid. Like cuz at the beginning of the movie they're like Marnie loves weird stuff. Like why won't you let her do this stuff, and like why won't you let her celebrate Halloween, and this is like exactly what she wants. And also with the black people thing, I just rewatched Return to Halloweentown, and part of the huge plot is that in the ancient times the witches used to make all the other creatures slaves and work for them. And I was like this is like a stand-in for racism, a stand-in for prejudice.
Yeah.
Like this is for real. This is real historical shit. Like, and I feel like it was just like that's just all of Halloweentown. I don't know. Maybe that is why a lot of black people like it.
No, you're so right. I was definitely going to get into the prejudice shit and the racism shit because, okay, let me ask you. Let me just go straight for it then. Calabar. So Calabar's motive was to take back the mortal world and rule over the entire human race after humans had treated magic beings like shit over the years and had kind of driven them to create their own world apart from the human world. They had to segregate themselves because they were being like treated like shit by humans. So now I'm like, which one is it, the chicken or the egg? Were the witches doing the treating like shit of humans, or were humans treating magical beings like shit and therefore they had to get the fuck and create Halloweentown? Which one is it? Either way, well, not either way, but if the scenario is that humans were treating magical beings like shit, like the first Halloweentown suggests, is Calabar incorrect in wanting to take back the mortal world and rule over the human race if at one point magical beings were a part of the mortal world.
I feel like he is exactly like Magneto in X-Men. Like, because Magneto made some points, obviously. He's like, they are discriminatory against us, and they're subjugating us, and they're scared of us, and they treat us like freaks. But he just went about it in, like, maybe not the right way.
Right.
I feel like that's exactly Calabar. And I also feel like it's a little bit of a skewed metaphor because mutants and magical creatures alike are more powerful than humans. So it's like their prejudice obviously is harmful, but how like physically harmful can it be if you literally have power over them? Like if you literally have so much more power over them. And I think that like sometimes X-Men gets it right, but sometimes the metaphor is like, I mean, but Magneto, you just killed all those people. Like you obviously are way more powerful than them.
Yeah. But it's not quite the same, babe.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's super fair. My brain was like, yeah, Calabar is going about this wrong, but like, yeah, if this was a place where if y'all drove me out of a place, yeah, we might have to do, I don't know, we might have to do something about that.
Right.
That might have been cute then, but I don't know.
Because we can't have you have to let your freak flag fly. Like they basically made all the creatures go to their separate world because they couldn't handle how weird they were. Like that's basically what it was. And it's all
and
separate
doesn't that
but
sound
equal.
like humans?
Yeah.
It's separate but equal. Very separate but equal. We know humans do this shit. I'm like, I believe him.
Yeah, I totally see where he's coming from, and I also see why like Luke wanted to, but then it's like, okay, so you're saying that we're better than them, and then you're turning Luke into looking more human. Like, why would you give him those powers instead of like, I don't know, having a witch's power? I don't know. I'm like, so in order to it's like if I had a bunch of power all of a sudden, and in order to combat white supremacy, I like turned my friend into a white person and was like, look at the power I can give you. Like,
right. I can give you the power of a white man right now with the snap of a finger.
Yeah, which did happen in Lovecraft Country. Did you ever watch that show?
I didn't watch Lovecraft Country.
There's a character, there's a black woman who gets the power to turn into a white woman for like a period of time, and it is like horrifying in the way that she does it. She has to like take some potion. I cannot remember, so don't come for me. But she has to take some potion, and then it's like excruciating. Like she's like her body contorts and all this stuff. I'm imagining it's something like The Substance, which I haven't seen either. But then, the girl who gives her this power is a white woman who pretends to be a white man, and so it's all about like getting this power that you don't have. And,
got it.
And it is a little bit, the metaphor is a little bit skewed, but it reminds me of the same thing. It's like, Luke, we're magical creatures, such a freak fi. Actually, I'm going to make you look like a human because you're ugly.
Right, because you're ugly. Like, oh my God. What a horrible decision that was. Okay, let's go character by character, Amanda, and you tell me what astrology sign you think they are, and I will also tell you what astrology sign I think that they are, and we can give our rationale. Okay. First, we have Marnie. What do you think Marnie's astrology is?
Okay. I think Marnie might be an Aquarius because of how weird she is and like eccentric, and like she's an eccentric outsider. Yes. But she's also kind of fiery. She might be a Scorpio because she might have been like, I imagine like she could be born on Halloween. Obviously she's not born on Halloween, but like she could be a Scorpio or have it in her chart somewhere. But I do think that she might be like a Sagittarius.
I could see that for her. I could definitely see Sag. Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I have Marnie as an Aries, so also
Oh,
fiery. And I feel like, and that's you, right? I know
yes,
you're also an Aries, right? Yes.
absolutely.
You, because you can't tell Marnie shit. She's fiery as hell. She's ready to fight anybody. She was ready to fight Mom. She was ready to fight Luke. She was ready to fight Calabar. Like, it actually didn't matter. Marnie had hands ready for whomever was actually trying to play with her. So she gave me Aries for that.
I can totally see that because like I really related to her. She did not give up. She did not give up. I was really proud of her because her mom really tried to strip her of her culture.
And that was, let's go to her. Let's go to Gwen,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Because what the fuck? Like, first of all, before we get into the astrology of her, do you think she was wrong? What her motives were. So Gwen's intentions were to raise Marnie and her siblings as humans because their father was human and she just preferred the human world. Although she herself, Gwen, was a witch and her children were also half witches, half warlocks. Do you think she was wrong for trying to make the decision to kind of strip them of that witchy side for a more normal, quote unquote, human existence?
Yes, I think she was wrong. I see where she's coming
Same.
from because, you know, maybe she had a chaotic upbringing and she wants a more normal quote unquote life for her kids. But like I don't think that she can blame her specific mother's chaos on an entire culture. Like she can't you cannot strip your children of their culture. Like regardless of if
No.
you dislike a family member or not. It's like say a white person like had a child with a black person, but then the black parent left or like is not no longer in that child's life, that child is still black. Like you're still gonna have to like make them aware of the fact that they're black, you know. And again, blackness as a stand
Right.
for being Halloweeny, I guess. But like you have to
Exactly.
give her that culture, and she clearly wants it. She's clearly the most fit for it. Just because her mom, you can respect that her mom doesn't want it. You can respect it, but you have to give your children a choice. You can't just. I was like, oh my god, she will never have powers again after her 13th birthday. You cannot strip the child of everything she's meant for.
Right?
Totally.
It feels abusive almost. I'm like, this is an abuse of power. You're literally stripping your child of her, as Grandma Aggie said, birthright because you would rather her just not have it for like, there's no real, she doesn't give any real valid reason. She says, when grandma comes around, it's just chaos with the candy and the decorations. That's what she says. To me, that was giving Virgo, I would like to point out. That was giving very Virgo coded, an aversion to chaos of any sort, being like, it's just too chaotic when you come around. Like, I don't like this shit. It was giving Virgo to me, but
Whoa.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
totally.
What did you think?
I could totally see that because she was totally like anti chaos, like you cannot come around. But then when she every time she uses her powers, it's like she means business. She's such a good witch.
Precise.
Like
Right.
precise. And
Yeah.
like the way that she uses the Latin, like she knows what she's doing. It's like I'm only you better be glad that I did not choose to use my powers every single day because this is what I can do. And that is very much giving
Right.
like Serena on Love Island, who's also a Virgo. Like she was very at the beginning of Love Island, she was very, very quiet. She was very, very quiet and reserved. And it was literally not until Cordell did her wrong that we saw that like business side come out of her, like literally. And it was like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely feel that. Gwen definitely gives like a bitch, don't let me pull my hair back and really get to getting some magic on y'all because
No.
I would hate to really have to show you something. I tried to exit the magic game for your sake, but if you want me to run it back, I will run it back. And it was all
Absolutely.
very, she's so Virgo coded to me, down to the way that she dresses with this fucking plain ass businessy, business adjacent. She has like a French bun, a French roll in the back of her head with a claw clip. I'm like, yeah, you're just quite the little fucking Virgo, Gwen. But yeah, she was dead wrong. I think she was very fucking wrong for trying to strip Marnie and her siblings of their culture. It shouldn't have been up to her. She definitely should have given them the opportunity, or at least given them the knowledge. Like, hey, you're half witch. I don't fuck with that shit. But if you want to fuck with it, go talk to your grandma. Leave me out of it. And that should have been that.
And also, like, if she hadn't, the world would have ended 4 different times. Like, there's a very serious problem in every single one of these movies, and the Cromwells are the only ones powerful enough to stop them.
Right. And you was gonna strip the world of that. It's the multiverse of that. Gwen,
you have
like,
how many kids?
be fucking for real.
3 kids who are very powerful. 3 kids.
Yeah.
Even though the brother is trying really hard not to. I don't know what his problem is, but
let's get to Dylan. Yeah, let's get to him right now, actually. Dylan was very much the kid who said, "Teacher, you forgot to collect the homework" at the end of class, who
Absolutely.
I would want to square up with. Like, don't piss me off, Dylan. And he was also giving me Capricorn, little must follow the rules, but the rules say, but that's not how you do it. The rules, no, I can't do that. The rules. He was giving me Capricorn vibes.
Whoa, that's so interesting. Is that what Capricorns are known for?
Capricorns are kind of known for being like bitchy, money hungry, rule followy. Like, they're ruled by Saturn, which is like the planet of rules, fatherhood, like the father of the zodiac, parental, like somebody's an authority over you. So they have this thing with authority, about authority. That's like Capricorn.
Whoa, yeah. Then I could totally see him being. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the way that these traits manifest in, and I'm going to speak generally, but I feel like the way these traits in all the zodiacs manifest in men versus women is so different to me, and I'm like so unfamiliar with how the minds of adult men, that I have to like switch gears. I have to like switch gears when I'm thinking about them. I'm like, that doesn't seem like any of my friends in that sign. And then I'm like, oh, he's a man.
He's a man. Yeah, he's a man. I will just say that I feel like men more likely happen to be the unevolved version of whatever the sign is, and women generally are the more evolved version. And so you have to think of the negatives when you're thinking of it from a male perspective, and give it the positives a little bit more when you're thinking of a woman. I don't know.
Exactly.
But what would you guess if you had to guess Dylan's sign? What would you think?
I mean, I could say Virgo too, because of how like meticulous they are, and he's so similar. He's the one that takes after the mom. Like, he's the one that wants to be the most normal. So I could see, but I definitely, it's some earth sign. Like, definitely like his head is not up in the
definitely
clouds.
An earth sign.
Like, he does not really have much air in there. He does not have big imagination, unless it's to come up with excuses for how magic could be of the earth. Like, that's the only time he has the imagination. He's making those excuses. I'm like, sir, you are flying through the air. You are flying through the air.
Like, babe, you're being delusional. You're not even using your eyes at this point. You're so committed to being normal and normalcy and not wanting to believe in the fantasy and all that you're not even using your eyes. That's scary.
Yes. And he literally, like, he's definitely definitely a dork and not a nerd. And I learned this from my dad.
Yes.
In the 80s, it's like, dorks are the ones that are good at school and follow the rules. Nerds are the ones that are like obsessed with comics and like Star Wars and stuff. He definitely is not obsessed with any of that stuff because it's too fantastical. He's a dork. He's a rule follower. He gets A's at school. He has no imagination.
Wow. Wait, that's really good. That is really good. Yeah, he's a dork. I was going to call him a loser, and I feel like that's worse. So yeah, let's use a more innocuous term. Dork is good. I like that. Yeah.
No, he does make me mad. He makes me really mad often.
Yeah. I will say, him and Marnie's little quips back and forth be having me entertained. I'm like, yeah. And that's why I was like Capricorn, because he's a little bit like a little bitchy, just like a little. He gonna give you his quips, and Marnie's fiery ass is right back at it. Talking about, and that's why you're ugly, from a man who could win an ugly competition. I said, ooh, she on his head. She on his head. Wow.
No, exactly. They're such realistic siblings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, I'm actually not sure who's older. Do you know?
I think she is. I think she's the oldest.
Yeah.
Because in
Yeah,
Return to
I think so too.
Halloweentown,
And
she are they twins? Are they twins?
they never say that, but it is hard to know which one is older. So possibly.
Because I'm thinking about it. In Return to Halloweentown, they go to college at the same time, but I think that Marnie's
Oh, you know what?
finished.
He's definitely younger because he goes to college early. I think I remember that. I think I remember him going to
Right.
college early, and Marnie was just going. Yes,
He skipped a grade. Yeah, he skipped a grade because he used
yes.
magic for speed reading.
Oh shoot! Yeah. Oh my god! And he's a fucking cheater.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 That was
Dork.
it. Okay. Who else? Sophie. What does Sophie give you?
I love Sophie. I think that she's an air sign. I think she's an air sign because her head is like all the way up here. She might. I could see her being. I don't know. Like I could see her being any of the air signs. I could see her being an Aquarius because she's like kind of eccentric and strange. I could see her being a Gemini
Yeah.
because she does have like a darker side that you wouldn't maybe think that she would have because she's such a sweet little kid.
Yeah.
And she could be a Libra because she doesn't really follow a time. Like she doesn't follow being on time or whatever. She just wherever she is, whenever she is.
I have her as a Libra as well. So I
Okay.
definitely was in the air sign family. I feel like I have her as Libra because Libra is known for like justice, the balancing of the scales. And she was definitely in it for the justice. She was like, Mom, you're not helping grandma. This bad thing is going to happen. She needs help. I have to do it because you're playing. Clearly the adult's not going to step up. So guess who has to do it? Me. And guess who's going to do it? Me. She was in it for the justice. She did not give a damn about the rest of it.
And
she needed to help her grandma.
And that happened. She did that in the second movie too. Like she's the one who got Dylan to get her up out of bed and get to that Halloween ball. And she was like, Mom, this is happening. And her mom literally didn't believe her. I was like, when are you going to believe your children? Because they are very powerful.
Duh, do you learn, Gwen? Like, damn,
She
you keep
does
making the same
not.
mistakes over and over.
No.
She doesn't. Okay, Grandma Aggie.
Ugh. Best character. Best
character. She is my favorite character. Yes.
She makes Halloweentown. She and Marnie are Halloweentown to me. Which is why I like
Yes.
Halloweentown 2 so much, is because like we got like a little buddy film from them on the other side of inside Halloweentown, like because they get split up. Like Marnie and Aggie are inside Halloweentown, and then the rest of the family is in the real world. But okay, so because she balances Marnie so well, and like they get along so well. I feel like if Marnie's an Aries, then Aggie could be either a Scorpio or Sagittarius to me.
Okay, I can see Sag. I can see Sag too because it's a sister. Oh no, it's not sister sign of Aries. I can see Sag. So you think she's also kind of fiery?
I think that she's I think that she's kind of. I feel like she's kind of fiery, although I could see that there would be some water in her chart to make it, because she encompasses like a lot of like, I don't know, like nuance.
Okay, similar reasoning, different results. I have her as a Gemini. That nuance is definitely there. I have her as a Gemini because she is smart and perfect, and that's just what we tend to be. that's just what we tend to be.
No, yeah.
And so she just strikes me as that. So that's what I have her listed at. And she just happens to be my favorite character, and so it just makes sense.
Okay, so I'm an Aries, you're a Gemini. Amber is also a Gemini, yes. And we like to think, we sign our podcast off by saying keep it chaotic because we literally are chaos. It's like she's air and I'm and I'm fire, and she fans the flames, and it's just chaotic.
Wow.
And Aggie comes in, like Marnie's already on a tirade, and Aggie comes in and she fans those flames. She says, "Let's go."
On purpose too.
On purpose.
She does. She said, "Oh, I'm sensing a little tension here. Looks like it's time for Grandma Aggie to pop up. Yes.
Yeah, I can get with her being a Gemini for sure, because like she's also like, she's a very sweet, she's very kind, she's very like, she's a good grandma, but don't cross her.
When it came time to press Gwen about her trying to let them kids' powers gone, she was like, now let me get stern. Because you're not hearing me when I'm trying to be sweet and cute and nice about it. So let me be fucking for real. I'm about to turn this chicken into a live chicken because you're not hearing me. She was also just like, yeah, she was just like, she looks like a Gemini to me. Just like physically, I'm like, you look like this sprightly little fairy character. And that's how I envision Gemini. Not for myself. I look like a Capricorn because I'm a Capricorn rising. But she looks like a Gemini to me.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, she's an icon. Like, she's literally like the thing that makes those movies what they are. I think and I also bet that she was like mentoring those kids on set too, because those kids are very grounded. Like, they're so believable. I never once like questioned that they were all witches.
No, literally. And rest in peace to Debbie Reynolds, because God, she is just an icon. Obsessed with her. Happy to have existed in the same timeline as her.
Absolutely.
Now, Mr. Calabar. I feel terrified by Calabar, I would like to point out. Because he did all of this because Gwen rejected him for a human man. That's giving Scorpio to me. Power hungry, jaded, vengeful Scorpio.
I was going to say
You're willing to burn the
Scorpio.
whole fucking world down. Yes, you're about to burn the whole fucking world down because you were rejected by a woman for someone who you think is subordinate to you. I'm terrified. Men are scary. They're scary in every realm, including the fictional Halloweentown. They're scary.
Terrifying. Like, absolutely terrifying. That movie theater haunted me. Like, I
was so scared of him then.
I was terrified. And how, like, there was a vortex and, like, you get in there and you get trapped and you never come out. Like, I was kind of scared to go to the movie theater for a while after I saw that. I was like, what? Like, come on.
What are they doing to people at movie theaters? Like, I'm supposed to go there? No.
No. It was terrifying. And then the way that, like, there's cobwebs over their face when they're frozen, just like, oh my God. Totally Scorpio. A totally, like, worst version of a male Scorpio in existence. Like, I was going to say that.
Yeah. Extremely Scorpio goated. And then last but not least, we have Luke. Do you have any suspicions for what you think Luke might be?
Okay, Luke does get his, redemption arc. So
he does. He really does.
He's a little asshole in the first movie, and he gets a redemption arc. He's like, and also so does his face. Like, I'm sorry, but like the way that they make him look at the end of Halloweentown is crazy. I wrote a note. I said the way Luke looks at the end of this movie is absolutely insane compared to the next movie. They said we need to calm all of that down, tone it all the way,
scale it back.
Just
scale it back. We doing too much.
So because he had a glow up, maybe I don't know who's like. I feel like he's a Leo. I
have him as Leo. I also have him as Leo.
He's kind of vain.
Yeah, he's a little bit vain. I have him as Leo. Okay, because the way he acted when Marnie rejected him at the broom shop. He's like, if you people were smart, you'd be nice to me. That's like such a my Leo pride is hurt ass response. His response to Aggie calling him a quote unquote local boy. He said, "Don't sell me short now, Grams. Okay, I'm the big cheese around here, baby. Don't who's a local boy? Not me." So Leo, it's so unevolved Leo. It's the fake confidence, but actually has a heart of gold once he evolves, especially like in the later movies. That is very Leo to me. I love a Leo, and when they're unevolved, they're hard to deal with, and when they have gone through some shit and they learn some lessons, they'd be like, "Oh, you're perfect. Love it."
Right. And also probably why he and Marnie get along. They're both fiery. Like they see that fire in each other.
Yes.
Yeah, I love Luke in the second movie, and I was disappointed that he's not in Halloweentown High because I'm like, you're gonna take all these characters from Halloweentown and put them in high school, and Luke's not here. Like, come on.
Like that is sick. Okay, well, we're talking about Halloweentown High. Can you rank the movies for me? So, for those of you who don't know, there are four. There's Halloweentown, Halloweentown 2, Calabar's Revenge, Halloweentown High, and Return to Halloweentown.
Yes. Okay. So my new ranking is, it might have always been my ranking, and I might be biased because of just growing up and like the time that these came out. But mine go like they get better as they go until Return to Halloween Town. So my number one is Halloween Town High because I love a high school movie. Like the effects were very big. Like there was the bag with the crocodile legs and tail,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the spider in the hot chocolate. I just thought it was also fun. And also by that time, Gwen has like come around to it a little bit more. So we can see her use her magic more, and like she is more connected to Marnie. And it's just like the whole family is there. I love it. So that it goes Halloween Town High, then Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge, then Halloween Town, then Return to Halloween Town. Because I love them all. Like I'll watch all three of the original ones like as a whole complete set, but I just feel like they get better. Like the budget gets higher, the cast grows, like the humor's always on point. Those movies are way funnier than I remember them being.
Yeah.
Like I'm here. But yeah, those are mine. And I feel like I would love Return to Halloween Town if they didn't recast her. Like I really do not like that they recasted her because there's some really cool lore that we find out in that movie, and I miss Kimberly.
I agree. And Kimberly even says something like her and Disney Channel just weren't able to come to fair terms for that fourth one. So instead of like paying her what she was worth or, whatever she was asking for, they said, nah, and they recast ... Type of shit is that?
What the hell? Like that's what I suspected that was the case because I was like, why wouldn't she want to come back? Like everyone else came back, but then like Aggie's only in it for one scene, and I bet they want to pay either of them.
100%, because you know that by the time the fourth Halloweentown came around, that shit was huge. Like Halloweentown was a cult classic by that point. Debbie Reynolds was already big in her own right, so she was the first person cast for the first film in the first place. So the movie was the casting was kind of built around her anyways. And so yeah, you were probably gonna have to give her a bag. They probably didn't want to do that shit. And at this point, they also likely didn't see the importance of DCOMs quite yet. This was pre Cheetah Girls, pre High School Musical. At least the first one was, and it probably took a minute for them to actually see like, oh, that wasn't a fluke. Like Disney Channel original movies are fucking big, so they probably didn't see the value in it like that. But yeah, I was disappointed to see that they recast Marnie as well. For my ranking, I go in order. Like I think mine is directly as they are laid out. It's Halloween, Halloweentown 2, Calabar's Revenge, Halloweentown High, and then Return to Halloweentown. I will also say I enjoy all four movies. Like I don't like that they recast Marnie. I think Sarah Paxton brings an entirely different energy to Marnie as a character versus Kimberly J. Brown. But I did not mind the fourth movie. I did mind the recasting, but I didn't mind the fourth movie. I'll still watch it. If I'm watching all of Halloween Towns, I'm going to watch the fourth one as well. But I would prefer if Marnie was not Sarah Paxton. And if they were going to recast, I think they could have recast somebody else. Like something about Sarah was just not the correct energy for what Marnie had been bringing before. While Marnie was an Aries before, when Sarah took over, she was weaker than the first Marnie was. Yeah. I was like, who the fuck is that?
She was kind of giving like water sign, which is like the complete opposite of fire sign. And I can understand because like with the popularity of Aquamarine and like Sarah, like I loved Sarah Paxton at this point in my age, like when they cast her, I was like confused and I was like, oh, I was disappointed, but I was also at the same time excited to see Sarah Paxton when I was that age. Now I'm like, it's just such a disappointment that it's not It's not the iconic Marnie that we've come to love, and we don't even get Aggie in this movie, so we don't get any of it. And like on this rewatch, when she goes back and realizes that Splendora is her grandmother, like, and that she looks exactly like her and everything, I felt like I cried. I teared up today while I was watching it, but I feel like it's so much more impactful if it was actually our Marnie and it was actually her, and her realizing that her grandmother looked exactly like her and that this is her and it's Aggie and all this stuff. Like, I feel like it's just that moment. Obviously we deserve that moment, but I wish that we had Kimberly. Like, and there's so many elements that I love about that movie. Like, I love the Sinister Sisters. I thought they were iconic.
The Sinister Sisters were definitely an icon. Bad bitches through and through in the first. Okay, they were just bad. I like a rule breaker. I like a villain. I've always been the kid that I'm like, yeah, wait, yeah, what, yeah, break the rules. That's fun.
Yes. No, I absolutely, like, I was obsessed with Shigo.
Oh
like,
yeah,
Shigo and were my favorite characters on Kim Possible. It was like the two mean girls. I was like, they're cool and they're hot. Like, they know what's.
Bonnie and Shigo, absolutely hot. The Sinister Sisters, absolutely hot. Them kind of treating Dylan as he was kind of disposable. I said, oh, well, I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't know. Sorry.
It's been a long time coming for Dylan. Sorry, but like he treated people wrong. Like Olisa, is that how you say her name? Reuben, who plays Kelsey. High School Musical.
Yes.
Her, the pink troll in the third movie. He is just like, oh, you so ugly. I'm like, she actually looks beautiful to me. I thought she looked cool.
Really cute. Wait, should that be my Halloween costume? Nobody would know who I was. That's the issue. You would know. You would certainly know.
People would just think a troll, like from Trolls.
Right. And I'm like, no, I'm Kelsey the troll from Halloweentown 3, Halloweentown High, actually.
Absolutely.
And she was really cute.
She was so adorable. Like, I love that. And I love that Lucas Grabeel is in those movies too. It's like pre-High School Musical, like High School 3. And then also Troy's mom plays the headmaster in the fourth movie, which I had no recollection of at all.
Whoa, wait. That really, you just opened that up for me. I was looking at that lady and I was like, yeah, I recognize her from something. I have no idea what at all. That is Troy Bolton's mother. Wow.
That's his mother. Very first scene that we see when we're introduced to him. She's there telling him to get on to the kids' New Year's Eve party.
That is a lot of crossover. It's a lot of High School Musical crossover for Halloweentown High.
Absolutely. No, I think that's maybe subconsciously. I mean, I think just what it came, because Halloweentown High, I think, came out in like 2004. And that was a year for me that I was like, just like so obsessed with anything Disney Channel put out. And I remembered, like, when High School Musical came out, I was like, I remembered Lucas Grabeel from these movies. I was like, that's that guy from Halloweentown High. Like, yeah, Halloweentown High came out in 2004.
Wow, it feels like it came out, I don't know why it feels like it would have come out much later than that. Return to Halloweentown must have come out in like 2009. I didn't look, but
it was 2006, I think.
2006? Damn, so this also, the entire Halloweentown series was completed before High School Musical came out?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, yeah, Disney Channel didn't quite understand the impact of Disney Channel original movies at that time quite yet. They weren't sure. No. They were like, Cheetah Girls did really big. It's our number one performing thing. We think it was a fluke. We don't know if that's replicable. I'm shocked they did not make a Halloweentown musical. In fact, put that shit on Broadway right now. Where's Kenny Ortega?
Please. Where is Kenny Ortega?
Where's our guy?
That shit on... It's so musical. I mean, it's like a fantasy. It's a huge world. Like, you got all these set pieces and costumes. And, like, Debbie Reynolds was, like, a famous theater actress. Like, you can get so many good theater actresses and actors, like, on this stage. New original music. Oh, my God.
They're playing it. And a lot of the cast from Halloweentown has said that they are open to a prequel or another installment in the series. And I don't know what the fuck Disney Channel is on, because multiple people have said this about multiple things. The Cheetah Girls have said it for the most part. I think I don't know if Raven has said it, but the Cheetah Girls have said it for the most part.
Did lightly say it. Raven was like, there could be a world in which maybe.
She did say that. I do remember seeing that interview. It was like with E! or Insider or something like that. I do remember seeing that interview. Yeah, Raven said it. Lizzie McGuire said it. That reboot was in the works. They pulled that. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but stop. Y'all are doing too much. The Mouse, y'all are doing too much. Y'all need to get Halloweentown back on the air. You need to get it on Broadway if you can get it. I know you have the money for it.
We need to see Kimberly J. Brown being Marnie again and having a daughter who's 13.
I would love that so desperately. I don't think that they understand the impact of nostalgia. Like, it doesn't feel like Disney plays well enough to the impact of nostalgia, and that is thoroughly upsetting me and my homegirls. You and Amber are my homegirls.
No, seriously, we are very upset. And I think that they don't understand how they can use these Disney Channel characters to be like just as iconic as like the Disney princesses. Like, that's to us, like to me, these are my Disney princesses. These
are my Disney princesses.
Of course, I love princesses. Of course, I still rewatch all of them. I love Little Mermaid, Princess and the Frog, like all of I rewatch them, but there's no way I've seen any of those movies more than I've seen a DCOM.
I've seen all those movies maybe once, and that's y'all's fault for not putting those movies on Disney Channel. Y'all kept Disney proper and Disney Channel very separate, and that's y'all's fault. If y'all had put that shit on Disney Channel, I'd probably be a bigger Disney fan. Y'all lost the opportunity. I am not a Disney girl like that. I am a Disney Channel girl through and through.
If there was a Disney Channel land, I would have an pass.
I promise you, I would have, and I would be a Disney adult if there was a Disney Channel land. I promise you that. Did you know that Disneyland
I'm not a Disney
sometimes has Disney Channel night? Were you aware of that?
Yes. I only found this out like last year.
Me too. And by the time I found it out, it was the day before they were throwing it. It was like a 2-night event. I had missed the first night, and I found out like the day before the next night. And so I was like hitting up my only other Disney interested friend, and he was fucking out of town. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to go to this. I hate it.
No, there is a community here because I'm very passionate about this. We need some type of like Disney Channel convention, like not D23, not Disneyland people who get the Disneyland perks and whatever and shit. I'm talking about Disney Channel original movies, Disney Channel television shows, music videos. Like, we need to have this happen.
This gives me life. Like, this actually gives me life. I feel so seen on my own fucking podcast, and that's the whole point. That's why I started this. I feel so incredibly seen. Amanda, the next time they do Disney Channel night at Disneyland, me, you, and Amber need to collect our shit and get there. Okay? I can't keep doing this.
Because I have the amount of wig and costumes, Disney Channel costumes that I have in my heart and in my house currently. Me and Amber have been doing this thing where we're doing a Halloween costume every other day.
I see. And go to their socials, y'all. It is very fun.
There are literally 17 costumes on my floor behind me right now. And some of them are Disney Channel, and I'm so excited for you to see some of these. But like in the past, for example, I would like to go to Disneyland dressed as Liz Anya, because that's one of the costumes that I did a few years ago. Liz Anya from That's So Raven.
Oh yeah. Wow, I totally forgot about Liz Anya.
Yeah, don't look at me. Why can't I just pretend it?
Ooh, that was such a good Raven lasagna impression. That was good.
Like, we have to have these things come out of our heart, you know, and into the presence, which is why I'm very excited about your Radio Disney party, because Radio Disney and me are the same age. I'm pretty sure Radio Disney was born, or I might be wrong.
I mean,
it might have been 99.
It's around that age for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Origin. It was 96.
You're the exact same age as Radio Disney. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm older than Radio Disney. That terrifies me. Something about that is weird. I don't like it. Anyways, Yeah, no, Radio Disney and me go together real bad. And they didn't just play Disney shit on Radio Disney. They didn't just play shit from Disney Channel. They played pop hits too. You can hear Britney, you can hear Christina, you can hear all that shit.
You could hear Avril Lavigne. Like, I was listening to Avril Lavigne. That's how I found out who Avril
That's
Lavigne
also
was.
how I found out. You can hear Caught Up by Usher. They changed the lyrics a little bit, but you can hear Caught Up. You could hear the popular music at the time. You can hear an Ashley Tisdale. They might switch a little lyric that you can hear. You can hear everything that you needed to hear.
Everything. They even played Black Eyed Peas.
They did. They literally did. Like Disney Channel, Radio Disney, Disney Channel, they're not doing it right. They're not capitalizing on their IP correctly. And so I'm like, move, I'll do it. Welcome to my fucking Radio Disney Jams party, because what the fuck are y'all doing?
We need to talk after this. We need to get together and talk to bring the community together, because there's so many of us, and specifically Black fans, that like saw ourselves in the way, I don't know, there's like things about Disney Channel that was like camp and like high concept and musical and like really artistic that spoke to so many Black fans, even when we were not on screen. Like when we were on screen, absolutely amazing. That's a Raven, Cheetah Girls, Raven in anything, in Xenon, in Kim Possible, everything. But even the stuff that we weren't in, it was like, I fucking love Windy Woo. I fucking love Halloweentown. I don't have to be on screen to relate to it. It's the vibes. Mm-hmm. It's the vibes and like this aura, and I don't get to see it in real life enough.
I fully no. I'm so with you, and honestly, we really do need to talk. I'm telling you, you and Amber doing like Disney Channel 2-person shows. I wish that I had known y'all when y'all did that. Like deeply.
I think we need to bring it back.
Please. I actually beg. I will do what, hey, I feel I will do whatever I can do for y'all to bring that back. I'll be stagehands. I'll do whatever the fuck. I love it a lot.
We're going to be talking.
And
because there's just, it's needed.
Like desperately needed. And I'm a Halloweeny girl. Like I'm very much a Halloweeny girl. I know that you and Amber are also Halloweeny girls. Halloweentown spoke to my little heart. Twitches spoke to my little heart.
Oh,
why is there no Halloweentown activation? You know, like they have a Beetlejuice activation in LA somewhere. They have like all these activations around various things. Where the fuck is the Halloweentown activation in Los Angeles? I know they have one where Halloweentown was shot in Oregon, but there's just not enough. Like the girl, it's just not getting enough. Like it's not getting enough. That's it.
That's so interesting that it was shot in Oregon, because it's giving like Twilight vibes too. Like very homey, but spooky.
100%. I wonder if it can't be that far from Forks, I'm sure. Fun facts. I have 2 fun facts for us. The high school from Halloweentown is the same high school from The Luck of the Irish, another Disney Channel original movie. So if it looked familiar, that's why.
Wow. What?
Yes.
Where is that?
I don't know. Actually, I skimmed it, so I didn't know where it was.
Maybe Canada.
Maybe, because you know what? Why does it have Canadian vibes a little bit? You're not wrong. It does have a little bit of Canadian vibes.
Yeah, it doesn't quite feel American. It's like, oh, I recognize it, but like, I've never seen a high school like that.
You know?
Yeah, because was filmed in Canada,
like Calgary or something, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh my God. And then there's Twitches, and Tia and Tamara mean so much to me. And now they're not close anymore. I don't know if you've been seeing all the shit. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. I'm doing too much. But
you know what? All I can say is that with a sister, I'm like, sisters are for life. And if they're going through something, I have faith that they'll get it together.
Fingers desperately fucking crossed. It's affecting my sleep. Okay, fix it, yo.
Because I'm like, where is the Twitch? I would love a Twitches sequel. I would love it.
I would love it so much. I'm sure. I love y'all's Twitches costume too. They already put up their Twitches costumes, y'all. They were Artemis and Apollo. Go look.
Yeah, somebody said this is Twitches if they were aunties. Twitches aunties edition.
I don't know what you meant by that, so I'm a.
We do have like shoulder pads in our like
Okay.
blazer,
I was ready to
and
scrap. Okay.
we kind of like Kamala and her
I'm
sister
done.
Loki.
I'm done. Not as giving Kamala and her sister, please.
Oh my god! Like Amber was like, we look like Kamala. Started laughing like her. She was like,
Y'all are fools. I cannot. I absolutely can't with y'all. Amanda, is there anything else Halloweentown related that you wanted to bring up that I did not touch on already?
the way that that spell from the first movie goes through my mind, that
Yeah.
I'm always like, what?
Apparently, wait, I can't remember if this was the first movie or what movie this was, but when I was looking up fun facts for this, one of the spells that they cast are actually lyrics to a German song. And they just like recite it like a spell. And I'm like, oh, okay. It might be that one, but it might not be. I'm not sure. But yeah, that one goes to my head too. Being kiki ma, me kiki fear.
Literally. Oh, I thought, because when I was rewatching the second one, Calabar's face, or Calabar Jr. and Cal, whatever, his face shows up literally the very first shot of the movie after she like does her little recap, and it is so funny. She's like doing whatever she's doing, and then his face appears like right behind her and just like looks at her, and I'm like, this is hilarious.
Scary.
It's just, it's like, it looks like a Harry Potter thing that like, but she doesn't notice. She's like, oh, that, like, I felt something, but I'm just like, this is so unserious. this whole thing, but I love it. It's like that type of stuff I feel like we just don't do anymore. Because sometimes you don't have to explain what's going on. I don't know how he was doing that. Yeah. It never gets explained. I don't care.
He's a wizard. Harry?
He's like, don't have to know. We just have to trust in magic. And then she also shows him the family secrets immediately.
Like Marnie.
Immediately.
I thought you were smarter than that. You got by a cute face, and she got by that same cute face in real life because they're married in real life. I'm sure we all know that by this point, but they're married in real life. Or they're dating. I don't know if they're married, but yeah.
I think they are married. I think they have children.
That sounds right.
I love that because I did think that they
were cute
before he betrayed. Like when I was a kid, I remember being a kid and being like, "Oh my god, he's so cute! They're so cute together." And then when he betrayed her, it really was a betrayal for me
because even
though we saw within the
so
first 2 seconds of the movie,
it was the foreshadowing trend going around TikTok right now was very much that.
Yeah.
Yes, and you felt betrayed because you're an Aries and she's an Aries.
Oh, but that's that snap judgment. That's that impulsive.
It is. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you my family secrets. Come on. Come in my grandma's room real quick. Come on. Yeah.
She does the same thing in Halloweentown High with the new cute guy. She takes him up in the air flying, and I'm like, I know he's not actually bad. It's a thing, but like, girl, come on, show some restraint.
And this is why puberty should be illegal. Your hormones got you doing dumb shit. Look, now you about to end the world literally because you was slobbering over a semi-cute face that you just met. Be fucking for real, Marnie. Come on. Have some set up. Have some decency. Have some class. Have some demurity.
Stand up, girl.
What's wrong with you?
Oh my. But yeah, that was like, those were the biggest things.
Yeah. Those are good ones. Those are good ones. I'm happy that you brought those up. Let me make sure I don't have anything else in here.
I'm dead.
Sophie having the most powers is a metaphor for kids still being in touch with their intuition to me, because the world hasn't made them second guess themselves quite yet. And so like the youngest being able to still being able to do that naturally is very much that to me.
That's
also, this is okay, thumbs up. Also, this is a story of assimilation. So her mom decided that she wanted to come into the human world. She wanted to assimilate to human culture and not practice as a witch anymore. A lot of migrants do that when they come to the United States. Will decide that they're no longer speaking their native language, and they're going to try to quote unquote assimilate to American culture, whatever the fuck American culture is, as best they can. So this feels like something for that as well. obviously they touched on stereotypes. Grandma was like, don't stereotype ghosts. When Sophie like starts doing the ooh ooh thing, like trying to be a ghost, Grandma was like, that's offensive, like don't do that. What the fuck?
That was another thing I thought was funny. That shot that where they're getting his sweat. It like doesn't match the shot before because his mouth is closed, and then they zoom into his nose, and it's like it killed me. It was so. I thought it was hilarious. Oh my
Halloweentown
God.
is funny.
And how high he was just like, you don't say. I didn't know that. I'm like, what is that?
He's like, I'm skinny now. I speak differently. Yeah, things have changed. Actually, yeah. Also, I want to know, where the fuck did the kids think their grandma lived if they didn't know about Halloweentown? Like, did they ever say where they thought she lived at all?
Nope. I bet the mom was like, she lives so far away, we cannot go see her.
Right. I mean, I guess maybe kids don't think to ask. Like, they're like, oh yeah, we just don't go to grandma's house. Like, grandma just is far. But it's like, where the fuck is she at?
I feel like sometimes adults get so good at hiding the family secrets that they like raise their children gaslighting them. Like, I feel like within the first 10 minutes of the first Halloweentown movie, Marnie felt like a child that had been gaslit her whole life.
I agree.
Like, she was like, I don't understand why we can't celebrate Halloween. I'm sick of this. She was like, I've had it up to here.
She had it. Marnie had definitely had it. And I feel her. You could tell that Marty always felt like something was missing from her life. And her mom knew that. And her mom just always just let her be without this huge part of her identity. The mom was the real villain. Fuck Calabar. A mom was the real villain. Why are you trying so hard to strip your child of something that would make her whole? She feels not whole without this thing, and you are letting her feel not whole. You were willing to let her feel that for the rest of her fucking life. That's crazy. Jail.
That could not happen. I was like, this is dire. Like, I even knowing, I'm like, I know she's going to become a witch, but like, can you imagine if she was not allowed to? Like, that's the whole thing. Like, that she dreams of. Like, and whereas normal parents would be like, you clearly, like, magic doesn't exist. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is not going to happen. But like, her mom knows that it's going to happen. Her mom knows that her child is obsessed with all this shit. And she's still like, no, it's better for you that you're not a witch. But I'm like, who is it better for?
Who is it better for? Let's really talk about it, Mom. I would love to understand who it's better for, but sure. It'd be easier for you, but it's not better for Marnie. So right. There's also the point that I feel like magic and casting spells are a metaphor for manifestation, because Grandma Aggie says you just have to want something and then let yourself have it. I'm like, that is definitely the way that we're packaged for manifestation. So yeah.
No, seriously, that was always in the trailer. So it was like literally always in my mind. You just have to want something and then let yourself have it. I was like, come on, manifestation, come on, empowerment. Like, that's another thing. We talked about it on our Cheetah Girls episode on our podcast, but like, manifestation was like, that was taught to me by Disney Channel. As corny as it sounds, like, empowerment and just being able to do whatever I want. We can do anything. Like, we can.
Very much. 100%. Yeah, we learned. Yeah. Disney Channel was just really instrumental, and it's not getting its just due, and I don't appreciate it. And I don't appreciate the people that compare it to Nickelodeon either. I also liked Nickelodeon, but it was never giving Disney Channel. I
didn't feel empowered by
not at all.
Nickelodeon. I felt like, oh, haha, like, it's laughs,
silly for silly sake.
And like, and also good animation. Like, I think that I like more Nicktoons than Disney Channel animated things, minus Phineas and Ferb, because Phineas and Ferb is like on some other level. That show was just stupendous. But but like, I didn't like become empowered by Nickelodeon, and I also think it's because of Disney Channel was so musical. Like, my favorite Nickelodeon shows are also musical, like SpongeBob, musical, Victorious, musical. Like, And Disney Channel was just like, music was there. It was like Disney Channel, Radio Disney. We're doing this music. Like play like the Britney Spears being on fucking the Mickey Mouse Club. Like it's always
no, 100%. And when they tried to make Nickelodeon stars pop stars, it just didn't work the same. Victoria Justice didn't work. Miranda Cosgrove, it didn't really work like that. I mean, Kiki's musical career never really took off, but I guess that's kind of akin to Raven Simone as well. But
and also both.
Kiki was also on Disney.
Channels. And also like the ones that did get success, the Nick stars that did get success. I'm talking about Ariana Grande. Got it
fully independent.
It was like Nickelodeon didn't her
not career. At all, not even a little bit. Yeah, her first few like EPs or whatever, they're not kid coded at all. They are regular R&B music aimed at a regular R&B audience on the radio. Yeah,
right.
I don't think I have anything else for Halloweentown. Amanda, you got anything else in your notes?
I do. I think I touched on everything.
Okay, well then that's it for our show today. Amanda, please let the folks know where they can find you online.
I'm Amanda Lane Miller on Instagram. That's LAYNE. Me and my sister Amber have a podcast called Fangirl Central, where we talk about fandom through a Black and queer lens, and how being a fangirl is central to our identity, and how we interact with media as Black queer people and sisters. And you can find us everywhere at fangirl.central, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We also have a Patreon where you can see behind the scenes. We've been ridiculous in meeting, you know, various celebrities and such, and it's embarrassing, but you can pay to see that. And then we're going to be trying to do more like in-person community events in Los Angeles soon. So just be on the lookout for that. And also, if this is coming out after, or it's not coming out before the Radio Disney party, right?
Unfortunately.
Well, if you missed a good time,
if you weren't there, you should have.
And we should have more in the future. So, you know,
if this first one goes well, we definitely will be having more in the future. So fingers crossed, this goes how it needs to go. That would be great. But if you want to check us out on YouTube, you can search Black People Love Paramore podcast. It should pop up. The link will also be below in the show notes. If you have any comments or suggestions, you can hit me at blackpeopleloveparamore@gmail.com or across all social media platforms at BPLP Pod. That's it. Bye, y'all.